prepare to race onto the field. Everything is riding on this football game. So there's a special intensity, a special urgency. Here come the Volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Wanted to drop a quick video and talk about everybody's favorite topic. We're all talking about Nico Iamaleava. It's almost a matter of we're all in agreement. I think, you know, the news came out about the $8 million contract. All signs indicate Nico is heading to Tennessee. I think most of us are in agreement on that. Some of you guys may still be out there saying, I have to see it to believe it, Boogie. I don't believe it until the pen hits the paper. All signs indicate Nico is on his way to Rocky Top. So now the question is not if, but when. And I've heard everything from as soon as today. It's Friday morning. I'm making this video. I've heard it could be today. Austin Price over at VolQuest has said it's probably going to be before the Sweet 16 of March Madness. So stay tuned. We could have some good news coming our way soon. But I want to take a look at the impact of Nico committing to Tennessee. What that means. We talk about the domino effect and the Nico effect. What is that going to mean for the class of 23? I want to take a look at a couple of names that could be impacted by this. But as always, do me a favor. Go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. It helps the channel. Just hit that little thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We are just like you. We're just like the listener. We are fans. For the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or drop a video. Myself and the Indie Kid will be going live immediately following the basketball game tomorrow. So make sure you tune in for that for a post-game. Dauber is going to be down at the baseball game for the weekend, so he won't be able to jump on. But we will be live, so make sure you tune in for that. Now let's go ahead and jump into it. Again, talking about Nico, he put out this tweet earlier in the week naming his top 5, and he says, next stop is home. Now, Nico's going to be coming back in town. He's going to be in Knoxville for it's the orange and white game, the spring game, whatever you want to call it. I know a lot of people out there talking about it being canceled because of the renovations at Neyland Stadium. They wanted to play it at Nissan Stadium, couldn't get that done. The spring game is still going to take place. The only people that are going to be allowed is family members and also recruits. It's going to be a big-time recruiting weekend for Tennessee. And why is that? Because everything indicates that Nico is going to make his commitment known before that spring game. So Nico's going to be back on campus when Tennessee takes, that spring game takes place. A lot of kids on campus. Nico is going to go to work recruiting. That's what happens with these quarterbacks. That's why most of the time you'll see the top quarterbacks in the country commit early. You don't see a lot of back and forth and flipping with those top guys because they make their commitment and then they go on the recruiting trail. We saw it last year with Taven Jackson and how vocal he was and how he was constantly coming into town for visits in order to communicate, talk to other kids. Now, I've seen people say, Boogie, why would Nico take any other visits if he's committed? Because that is another opportunity to go out there and recruit. Nico is committed to Tennessee. He is coming to Knoxville. Now he's going to go to work on the recruiting trail. So what names are out there floating around? What could that possibly mean? Who could this impact? Well, let's take a look at this article. This is from RockyTopTalk.com. It says Tennessee makes top 5 for 5-star wide receiver Carnell Tate. Now, if you don't know who Carnell Tate is, he is one of the top wide receivers in the country, second-ranked wide receiver, 5-star, 6'2", 185. Now, he's trending towards Ohio State right now. But again, the quarterback position in these recruiting classes, the ongoing question, Boogie, why do they need Nico when they got Taven Jackson? You have to recruit a quarterback in every single cycle. Now, these quarterbacks kind of set the stage for each team, and then they go on the recruiting trail. So even though Carnell Tate is trending towards Ohio State, he is going to be on campus at the Tennessee spring game as well. Nico, if he makes his commitment known, he is going to be recruiting Carnell Tate, and that's how you start putting pieces in place to get this thing headed back in the right direction. The article here said one of Tennessee's biggest targets, not named Nico Iamaleava. I'm working on that, guys. I'm working on it. One of Tennessee's biggest targets released his top 5 on Tuesday night. 5-star receiver Carnell Tate included Tennessee amongst his top options alongside Ohio State, Notre Dame, Alabama, and Georgia, again trending towards Ohio State as of now. The article says Tate, checking in at 6'2", 185, is out of IMG Academy in Florida, ranked 14th overall in the 2023 class per 27 Sports. Tennessee offered Tate in April of 2021 and have hosted him on visits a few times. Notably, Tate visited with 5-star quarterback Nico Iamaleava for the Vanderbilt game in November, since taking a junior day in Knoxville, and has an official visit set for April 8th during spring practices. And again, Nico on campus for that junior day, Nico on campus for the Vanderbilt game, Nico on campus April 8th during the spring game. These kids form relationships. They play in 7-on-7 teams. They get to know each other. They are in constant communication. A lot of these guys, look, Carnell Tate wants to go somewhere where he is going to have one of the top quarterbacks in the country to get him the ball. That's Nico. Says Tate's Tennessee recruitment took a detour when Cody Burns bolted for the Saints wide receivers coaching job. Kelsey Pope was elevated to replace him, which also put Pope as the new lead recruiter for Tate. That does play a factor, but to me, I think it's more about the quarterback than it is the wide receiver position coach. But also, a lot of people seem to like Kelsey Pope. We've seen the video of when he was named to the wide receiver coach, how the current players on the team reacted to that. So I would say that is a positive in Pope's ability to form relationships and what these kids think about him. Goes on to say here, Tate has 2 crystal ball projections pointing towards Ohio State. However, with the recent noise surrounding Iamaleava in Tennessee, could that change? That may depend on the NIL situation. And again, going back to what Jason Swain said months ago, guys, sit back, relax. Tennessee is a top 5 program when it comes to NIL. So if they land Nico, if they have the right NIL deal in place, can they land a guy like Carnell Tate? Article goes on to say, regardless of that, Tennessee should become a destination for wide receivers, considering what Josh Heupel did in year 1. He transformed Tennessee into an offensive juggernaut just 1 year removed from the VAWLS being ranked amongst the worst offenses in FBS. Velus Jones Jr. is getting set to be drafted. Cedric Tillman is returning with hopes of becoming a top wide receiver prospect for the 2023 draft. The numbers speak for themselves. Tennessee is firmly in this race. Add Tate to your watch list over these next few weeks as he continues to make visits. So those doubters, those guys that are going to ignore the video, come in and talk about Ohio State. Let's read that sentence again. The numbers speak for themselves. Tennessee is firmly in the race. Add Tate to your watch list over these next few weeks as he continues to make visits. Now, another guy that is in the mix, let me change gears here and switch over to this guy. This is Casper. What I love about this kid, you can see here, 4-star wide receiver out of the state of Arizona. He's got the crystal ball to Oregon, but again, it goes back to Nico. He has that relationship with Nico, and even Brent Hubbs over at VolQuest said, if Nico commits, watch Casper, look for him to start to trend towards Tennessee. He is another kid that is going to be on campus April 8th for the spring game. Once Nico makes that commitment public, now the momentum is rolling in this class of 23. What I really love about this kid, what I really love about Casper is this right here. Height, 6'5", 195. You talk about a big threat on the outside. Casper fits picture perfect into this Josh Heupel offense, but you go down and you look at the scouting report here, looking the part at 6'5", 197, you have a prototype outside wide receiver with wide shoulders, great overall defined frame. He has more than ample room to fill out and add mass. His length is a major asset, above average athlete who has excellent explosiveness. You see examples of this on the field and with his dunking ability on the basketball court. But just another name for you guys to watch. Again, Carnell Tate. Let's see how that trends once Nico commits. Again, be looking for that. Could be today, guys. I could be dropping a video later today talking about Nico's commitment. If not, watch it over the next week or so as we head into, again, Sweet 16. Austin Price always has his finger on the pulse, so keep your eyes on Nico as we move forward. But you guys know what to do. Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think Nico commits sooner rather than later, or does he let it play out? You know, this kid deserves his moment. He is one of, if not the best quarterback in the country in the class of 23. A lot of people want to talk about Arch Manning. I've seen some experts and insiders say if Nico's last name was Manning, he would be the number one quarterback in the nation as well. But hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. How big of a class can Tennessee and Josh Heupel put together on Nico's back, but also the back of Spire Sports Group and the NIL deals taking place in Knoxville right now? Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. If you haven't done so, please hit that thumbs up. Also, go check out our merchandise, bonfire.com/store/TalkinVols. The link to that's down below. Join us tomorrow immediately after the basketball game. Sunday afternoon, we're going to be going live for the baseball show, and then also next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Don't miss it. Be here on time. Big announcement at the top of the show as soon as we go live. Big announcement. Then we're going to get into some football news and breaking down spring practice. But that's going to do it. This is the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Hope you guys have a great Friday. Go Big Orange.